What's going on, everyone? This is Mitch. Hope you're having a great start to your Sunday morning. Boy, do I have some news for you. Waking up this morning, looking at my phone, looking over model data, it's incredible. This system has really trended into a major snowstorm for some areas. I'm talking about Virginia, areas of Tennessee. The entire state of Tennessee is under a winter weather advisory. Areas of northern Mississippi, northern Alabama under winter weather advisories. Heck, areas of northern Louisiana are seeing sleet this morning. So if you're just waking up with me, just getting going, I know this video is pretty early, but there is a lot to break down because there's a chance that a lot of you guys are going to be shocked waking up suddenly under winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories, and heck, maybe your location is still in the 50s and 60s as you're waking up this AM. But pattern changes moving in, dynamic system gets cranked up, secondary low pops off. And we have not just a chance, but it's likely that we're going to have significant snowfall accumulations over a large area. So stick with me if you want to know what's going on exactly as far as snowfall accumulations. If you guys have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. For the folks that's been following me for a while, you know I love talking winter weather, even though my area down here in South Carolina is going to get absolutely screwed. But that's okay. I'm just excited to talk about winter weather again. In fact, areas of South Carolina, for my folks following, we could actually see some severe weather tonight as this low pressure cranks up and moves north of us. So be weather ready tonight. A lot of heavy rain with this also. But there's a lot to discuss. So stick with me in this video if you want to know about your exact location. As far as snowfall, it's a pretty significantly high chance I'm going to cover it. So just stick with me in this video. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe. If you have not subscribed, join the channel if you haven't joined. It's a big way to support what I do here, and it's much appreciated. I love you guys so much. If you guys got anything I can pray about, please put it in the comments below. So let's get going here. There is a mouthful to talk about right now. Waking up to winter weather advisories in this little purple area right in here that it's like a dull purple. These are winter weather advisories. You got winter weather advisories in far eastern Texas and northern Louisiana. Guys, Shreveport, Louisiana hit 81 degrees yesterday. Right now, it is sleeting on and off in Shreveport, Louisiana. That's unbelievable. It's wild. You got winter weather advisories. We've been talking about this the last 24 hours in northern Mississippi, northern Alabama, far northern areas of North Georgia. The entire state of Tennessee is under winter weather advisories. And look, they have dropped the winter storm warnings, which is in the pinks. I know it's hard to see. We're gonna zone in on each one of these locations, guys. So stick with me. We're gonna look at all of it. And then you got winter storm watches in this bluish color right into here. It's very hard to see. But Washington, D.C., guys, looks like this might be your storm. Don't hold me to it because I know you guys get screwed at the last second a lot, but I really think this might be. But here we go. This is the Winter Prediction Center. This is chances of 2 inches of snow or more. Look at the basically the Tennessee Plateau here, the Cumberland Plateau. You guys are in the 70 to 90% chance to see at least 2 inches of snow, and then the valley always gets kind of missed here and whiffed here just because you're on lower elevations, but with the way the snow ends up. But you guys could definitely see some snow also, but obviously the higher elevations, Knoxville, the Morehead City area, you guys are going to get some accumulating snow. Southwest Virginia, the higher elevations, accumulating snow. And then look at Virginia outside the mountains, a 50 to 70% chance of 2 inches of snow. This low pressure is going to crank up. Y'all are going to get accumulating snow. This is just impressive. It really is. And these are the big dogs. These are the professionals. National Weather Service. Significant winter storm is coming. It really is. So what we're going to do here is we're going to break down each model. We're going to talk about the accumulation that each snowfall accumulation each model is showing. And then we're going to look at the National Weather Service for each area. And there's going to be another video later on this afternoon, evening to get the latest information. But this is an incredible system. So going forward, here we go. Latest GFS from the morning run. This is already beginning to happen. Low pressure is going to begin to develop down here in the south. With it, a band of precipitation on the backside is going to be able to form this afternoon. So this is around noon, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. This gets cranked up, an expansive shield of precipitation develops, and in the form of rain and snow, basically more rain to the east where there's still warm air, and then more snow to the west. This will bring a band of snow from northern, maybe even as far south as central Mississippi, through the entire area of Tennessee. Tennessee, the entire state will see at least some snow falling. I really think y'all will. This brings in the low pressure, cranks up, begins to move overhead. This is around 1 a.m. Band of heavier precipitation, maybe in the form of snow in northern Alabama, maybe as far south as Birmingham. Snow begins to overspread over central to western Tennessee. By the time you're waking up to about, anywhere between 4 to 7 a.m., you're switching to heavy, wet, concrete paste-like snow in areas of Knoxville, southeast to northeastern Tennessee, Gatlinburg, heavy snow, Boone, heavy snow, Asheville, potentially switching to a couple hours of heavy snow, moderate to heavy snow. Basically, the entire southern Appalachian Mountains is getting slammed here. And by this is happening, heavy snow cranking up for 75% of Virginia, moderate to heavy snow moving into Washington, D.C., and then on the backside of this, where a lot of you guys are getting rain, maybe in southeast Virginia, northeast North Carolina, you guys could switch to snow as the cold air finally moves in. Y'all have a chance for a brief burst of heavy snow, but the Delmarva area, Maryland, Delaware, you know where I'm talking about. The coastal areas of all these regions here, southern New Jersey, y'all could get some snow here. Watch out New York City. This has a chance to continue to tick north. We look at the elevation of the storm. Watch this low pressure as I go about 4 runs back. 1, 2, 3, 4. See how more southeast this low pressure is? It was bringing nice snow from North Carolina. And North Carolina, I do think y'all are going to get a little bit of snow. I do think, from Greensboro, maybe to Raleigh. As far as accumulation, though, I don't think it's going to snow long enough. Will it snow hard enough? Potentially. I don't think it's going to snow long enough for an intensity, as far as the intensity for long enough to really pile up. But we'll see how this evolves throughout the day. That might change. It really will. But this low pressure has trended north. Therefore, the shield of heavier precipitation has trended north. It's trended more amped. So moving forward here, even watch out New York City. A lot to discuss. Can't sit here and get hung up on one model run forever. You look at the European run, here it goes, and this is the OOZ run, so the 06Z run is about to come in. But anyways, shows the same thing for the GFS. It's hard to get detailed on every single run, but this is getting into the midnight area, 1 a.m., snow breaking out over Tennessee as the rain changes to snow. Check out northern Alabama. You guys are getting in on the fun. This moves on through. Heavy, significant winter storm developing over Virginia. Guys, when I tell you this is going to be a heavy, wet snow, I mean it. I mean, this is going to be huge snowflakes. If you're not... I know the excitement's going to build today and the hype is going to build today, but this could catch a lot of people by surprise, because I can guarantee you're going to tell people, hey man, they're calling for snow tonight, right? Or tomorrow, right? Nobody's going to believe that person, right? Because it's been so warm. It's hard for the average person to believe something like that, but it's coming. I mean, this is your typical, if you don't like your weather today, wait till tomorrow kind of deal. And this is legit. Look at the HRRR model, which is a short-range model, and this is the latest long-range model. We're getting into 3, 4, 5 p.m., and look at the rain changing to a heavy band of snow as this low pressure begins to develop right over North Georgia. This snow is moving over northern Mississippi, switches the snow around Huntsville around maybe the 11 p.m., 10 p.m. time frame. Snow begins to get into eastern Tennessee. I'm getting my directions mixed up this morning. Maybe a band of rain-snow mix makes it down to Atlanta, Georgia, into the overnight hours. If it happens, a lot of people will be asleep. You won't really know, but watch this weather down here in South Carolina. I'm sick of talking about severe weather, but it needs to be mentioned. There is going to be some rotating storms in South Carolina overnight, and that includes my area, so I have to stay up to date with this. But this is going to move over. As this low pressure moves in, a warm sector will build here through South Carolina. There's a chance for severe weather. But look at this heavy snow. Here in Knoxville, band of heavy snow, potentially a deformation band forms over you guys, and another band of snow wraps in. But look at all this heavy snow in Virginia. And my folks in West Virginia, it's going to be really close, but these tend to trend more north in time. So don't let your guard down. Washington, D.C., heavy snow. If you're just, like basically Mitch, I just want to see the snowfall accumulations. Stick with me here. Noon here, 11 a.m., noon, 1 p.m., a band of snow as this system pulls off might hit the triangle of North Carolina, including Raleigh and surrounding areas as it moves on out here. So, dynamic storm, right? It really is. As a whole, you look at it, and this is a big time storm. So, as far as snowfall accumulations, this is the GFS, and this is a 10-to-1 ratio, so it's not probably pinpoint accurate. In fact, I know it isn't. You might want to cut these totals completely in half. But this is also snowing. This is showing accumulations for Tennessee and in the mid-south and northern areas of Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. But cut these totals in half at least, because it's 10-to-1 ratio. The ground's going to be extremely saturated. The soil temperatures are very warm. So it's going to have to snow very quickly, very fast, and to really cool these soil temperatures down. But man, this event is crazy. The mountains are going to get destroyed. I say destroyed, but they are going to get hit very hard with heavy snow. All the higher elevations, Boone, you're going to get some snow. Asheville, you're going to get some snow. But it's obvious that the western slopes of the entire mountains are going to get hit harder with snow than the eastern slopes. But y'all are still going to get snow also. My folks in North Carolina, watch out. Y'all could get a little bit of snow. Watch out for a couple inches. I think that might be the max in North Carolina. But let me tell you, a couple inches of snow in North Carolina after this warm weather is incredible. But you look at Virginia, look at southern areas of West Virginia, hit hard. Big time snowstorm. Washington, D.C. is right in here. The GFS wants to pump out over half a foot of snow for you guys. The Delmarva area, Delaware, wants to pump out well over a foot of snow. This is 10-to-1 ratio. It's not accurate. But southern New Jersey, you guys in northern New Jersey are going to be kicking rocks and punching air, because you guys might just get some flurries, while south New Jersey gets hammered. But it's normally vice versa. So, let them guys get theirs while they can get it. Tennessee, I didn't mention you guys much, but Nashville, Memphis, you guys are going to see snow falling today. How much it piles up, it depends on how heavy that band is that moves ahead. The European, a little bit more realistic, shows the same thing, but not as crazy as accumulation. Shows a little bit more snow from North Carolina, but I'm interested to see what the 06Z run says, because it might continue to trend north. But all-out snowstorm for Virginia, the mountains of North Carolina, Virginia, and Tennessee. You look at the HRRR model, the latest long range, and stout cutoff. Someone who likes snow is going to be very upset with this storm, because the cutoff with this storm is going to be insane, and someone's going to get disappointed. But it basically shows what the GFS shows, except not as crazy as snowfall accumulation. It shows a nice event for Tennessee and northern Alabama, with a couple inches of snow showing up here. But this is probably, remember, cut these in half. In fact, cut them by 75% maybe in these areas for sure, guys. And then, you guys in North Carolina, there's still hope, especially northern North Carolina. Charlotte, this is not your system, and it's really because the low pressure is riding right over Charlotte. In fact, you guys might see more storms than any chance of snow. But this shows the mountains getting hit. It shows areas like Asheville getting hit very hard with heavy snow. So let's break down what each National Weather Service is showing. We'll breeze through this very quick. Let's start off by showing Memphis. For you folks just east of Memphis, could see 1 to 2 inches of snow. You see this 1 inch or lower. Oxford, maybe an inch or less or snow. Memphis, same thing. But this is a big deal, guys. It really is. If you guys are disappointed in the South, saying, "Oh, I wish we could get more," this is a pattern change. This was not supposed to happen. This is a pattern change, guys. And the fact that we're going to get snow off a pattern change is a big deal. Normally, you get the pattern change, and then you get another system that comes in and delivers snow. This is a pattern change. This is almost like a bonus, in my opinion. So check it out. Stick with your local sources. Huntsville, tonight, they don't have really great graphics for this. But tonight, y'all could definitely see a little bit of snow. No big time graphics yet showing up for Huntsville, but it does show right here for the Huntsville area. Rain and snow, then a chance of snow showers tonight. As far as the Birmingham, you got winter weather advisories just north of Birmingham. This could get extended a little bit further south, and the weather advisories, including all these towns you see here, maybe snowfall accumulations up to 1/2 inch. That's a big deal. That's crazy considering the fact y'all just had a severe weather outbreak yesterday. Nashville, the entire coverage area is under a winter weather advisory. Snowfall accumulations maybe up to 1 inch in Nashville, but of course the plateau is going to get theirs 1 to 2 inches just east of y'all. Maybe a nice little area just west of y'all that could get maybe 1 inch or 2 of snow also. National Weather Service in Atlanta. No accumulation showing up here, but showing the far northern areas like Dalton, Trenton, Blairville, basically the mountains of northern Georgia could get some snowfall overnight. Accumulations, wouldn't be surprised you get a dusting in the mountains. This is an interesting one right here. National Weather Service in Morristown, which covers areas like Gatlinburg, Knoxville, Morristown, saying snowfall can move in as early as 8 p.m. As far as how much snow is expected, look at this for you guys. Incredible. In Gatlinburg, 4 to 6 inches. Johnson City, 4 to 6 inches. This is going to change. Basically, you see your town on here. Look how many inches it shows. Big time snow event. And I know when I say big time, I'm not talking about a foot of snow. This is a big time event considering what we've been dealing with the last 10 days. It's just mind blowing to me. It really is. Baltimore, Washington, D.C., you're under a winter storm watch. For you guys who want snow in that area, that's a big deal. But right now, it's hard to see on this graphic, but 3 to 4 inches in Washington, D.C. This could go up, but the Delmarva area, more closer to the ocean areas right here, maybe more. This could be y'all's event. But Charlottesville, 3 to 4 inches. Fredericksburg, 4 to 6 inches. Just south of Washington, D.C., big snowstorm. Big event for you guys. I'm excited for you guys. I really am. For you guys who hate snow, I hate it for you. Don't be a buzzkill for these guys. That's all I got to say, man. But big event, really is, and we look at what's going on here in the south already off radar scope. This is wild. You got sleet being freezing rain. That's not, I don't think that's an accurate report, but you got freezing rain. You got sleet being reported in eastern Texas, sleet being reported in northern Louisiana. Wintry weather being reported in areas of Arkansas. These areas were record-breaking temperatures just yesterday. This is what's going to move, and this is basically the second. That's a terrible era. This is basically the secondary piece of energy that's starting to develop and will continue to develop, and cold air is ushering in over the entire, mainly this area right here, over the entire south. And it's going to be cold enough for wintry precipitation. I'm excited for you guys. I'm disappointed for my area, but we don't ever get anything here. But hopefully you guys see some snow today. You know me. I'll have you an update later this evening. But enjoy. We deserve it after all the crazy, chaotic, warm weather and severe weather we've had. God bless all y'all, and stay tuned.